One of Michigan's most dominant swimmers hails from right here in Laker Nation. Elizabeth Eichbrecht recently committed to swim at Indiana University, capturing the eye of Hoosier swim program as she took the record books by storm in the 200 and 500-yard freestyle, as well as other swimming categories this season and before. Elizabeth joins us now to talk more about her historic performances at West Bloomfield High School in the pool, as well as her Big Ten future. Elizabeth, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Glad to have you on, as you just recently committed to swim at Indiana. A pretty big accomplishment for anyone to be able to play their respective sport at the next level, especially in Division I, especially at a Big Ten school. What about Indiana made it the perfect situation for you?
I think just like the coaching staff and the team and how welcomed I felt when I was there.
And then you've been swimming for quite a long time, and these particular categories that you swim in, you clearly are very dominant in. So where did your swim career begin, and was there a point in time that you realized you might really be able to do this at a high level competitively?
I mean, I started swimming when I was 8, and then I just kind of have been swimming since. I guess I realized I didn't even think about college swimming. I didn't really even know, I guess it was a thing until maybe end of 8th grade, start of freshman year. And that's when it was in my head, oh, I actually do want to do this and I actually can do this.
And so a lot of the particular races that you're in are some of the distance ones, 200 and 500 meter in particular, but you also participate in other events like the 100 meter butterfly and the 200 meter individual medley as well. So you kind of swim throughout a different variety of categories, but clearly your strongest areas are those freestyle races. What about those do you think best aids you in competing with some of the best swimmers across the state and having you have the results that you've been able to accomplish at West Bloomfield High School?
I mean, I just like those events the best, I guess. I don't know. My coach kind of trains us. We don't specify in any events, so having more events is always good in swimming. Specializing is not really a thing until college. And even then, some people don't. But I don't know, I guess the 200 and the 500, I like the best.
Elizabeth Eichbrecht is with us on the Splash Live, a student at West Bloomfield High School and quite a prolific swimmer as well. Recently signed her national letter of intent to continue swimming at Indiana University, along with a couple of other athletes too in their respective sports. You can see that full report, civiccentertv.com, on our on-demand page. Jake Schaft spoke to those other students and many of the coaches as well to get that update. Elizabeth, we had talked to your coach also, who had mentioned that one of the things that you've been working on is racing your own race, not really being concerned about the other people in the pool alongside you, the level of competition you're going up against. And that really does put a focus on the mental side of athletics in general, but it's especially something that I'd imagine has to be a huge part of being competitive in the pool. So how much does the mental aspect of swimming play into your success this season and in the past?
Oh, the mental aspect of swimming, it's big and from everybody. I found that for some people, it's everyone's different. For me, just not thinking about it too hard and just going out and having the race plan that Ronson and I talk about beforehand already set, and then just thinking about what I'm gonna do and pretending no one else is around me is it's been more beneficial to me this year than more years in the past.
And when we cover mostly team sports, you hear this from coaches about, hey, everybody, look, we might be winning a lot of games. We might be on a winning streak. We might be deep into the playoffs. We might be on the verge of winning a championship or another championship. But collectively as a team, we've got to keep ourselves humble. Now, recently, you've picked up sort of a label as Michigan's top high school girls swimmer. So as you pick up that moniker, as you continue to be dominant in the pool, what do you do to keep yourself focused and eliminate that sort of noise that comes from outside to keep your yourself focused on getting stronger and stronger in the pool?
My team kind of grounds me. You know, just being around them every day, my club team and my high school team, just practicing with them and being with them, you don't think about it at all. It's just a label.
When I was in high school, I was a runner, and I got this question all the time, and everyone that I'd asked this question to as well at that point in time, because it was so interesting to me, would have a different answer. And I would think for a distance swimmer, it would be sort of the same thing. When you're in the pool and you're racing those longer distances, especially 500 meters, that's a long time to be just you in the zone, swimming and racing your race. So what goes through your head as you're competing at this level and as you're going through what often is quite a long and very involved race?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I I don't remember a lot after I race. So like I think during my race, but then I get out and I don't remember anything.
And I mean, hey, if you're focused on what's ahead of you in the pool and just racing your own race, as we mentioned earlier on, that's the kind of result you're hoping you're going to have. You get out of the pool, you don't remember what you were thinking during the journey, but at the end of the race, you look up, you see yourself at the top of the leaderboard. And Elizabeth, for you, that's been the case. Multiple West Bloomfield High School records, OAA meet records as well throughout these recent seasons that you've been swimming for the Lakers. What do those records mean to you, to look up at those boards at your school that you've been swimming at for all these years and see that you're at the top of the list and you're that kid that people are going to be looking at in years to come and say, I want to be right there next to Elizabeth?
It's an honor, truly. I mean, I can't really put into words how much it means to me, but there's always more to chase, more to go after. It never stops.
Elizabeth Eichbrecht is with us, one of the greatest swimmers in the history of West Bloomfield High School, and just recently committed to continue her swimming career at Indiana University. Elizabeth, you mentioned earlier on, you've been swimming since you were 8 years old. You've been able to consistently improve, and from even as a freshman at West Bloomfield High School, somebody that got the attention both of the Lakers swimming team and swim teams all across the state of Michigan. So for those kids that are 8 years old in West Bloomfield, just starting out swimming, maybe just starting their competitive swim careers and that journey now, what's your advice for them to be able to get to your level maybe someday? What do they need to do to improve and still enjoy the sport along the way as you've been able to accomplish?
Work hard, play hard. I have met probably some of my greatest friends through this sport throughout the entire country. I am very close with a lot of them, and just making friends and having that fun side of the sport while working hard is probably like the key thing.
Well, we are so proud of you here in West Bloomfield for your accomplishments in the pool at West Bloomfield High School and the way you've been able to promote the sport of swimming all across the state of Michigan with your performances, and we'll be rooting for you as you continue on at Indiana University. Elizabeth, before we let you go, any lasting message for Laker Nation and for your teammates?
Go Lakers!